Pranams everyone. I'm very impressed with the kind of discipline now we are evolving into. Thank you. Thank you. What is a fundamental principle of the heartfulness way? Lead a life in such a way that we don't form any impression. That is the core thing. Past samskars we have accumulated, it's not our business. Neither we are able to change our past impressions, past samskars. It's best they be surrendered to the great master and let him manage that with utmost faith, of course. It's only when we have faith that this load of samskars gets reduced dramatically. Greater the faith, greater the level of surrender and openness of the heart, faster will be the dissolution of our own creation. Babuji's fundamental principle again, he said, if you want to bring in his creation, God's creation in your life, you got to end your own creation, meaning bring about your individual pralaya. Somewhere else he also mentioned to lead a life in such a way that you become living dead. That does not mean you die. You die to yourself, but you exist in the service of others. And when such is the case, when you are working for others, and especially the great master, there is no way one can form the impression. It was easy for Lord Krishna to say, surrender your actions and fruit of your actions to me. But Babuji found a very sahaj, very natural, easier path. And he says, work in the remembrance of your master. Think that he is working on your behalf. Think that he is working through you. And all the results are to be surrendered to him. This is easier. How to bring about that? When you want to boost your immune system, we take a lot of antioxidants and so many natural things to boost our immunity so that we can fight against various infectious diseases and improve our health. There is only one way to improve our immunity at a spiritual level: meditation. Through meditation, done with this pranavati, with Master's grace, we arrive at a meditative state of mind. And this meditative state of mind becomes increasingly more creative, at the same time remains immune to outside influences. To the extent we entertain more and more of likes and dislikes, to that extent we will go on developing samskaras. Likes and dislikes dissolve when we are in a state of meditative mind. How can we create meditative mind? Not just by closing our eyes and ritualistically meditating, but meditating with joy. It's like meeting your beloved with a lot of joy. Don't take it as a one more day of exercise. Even people going to gym for exercise, they're doing it with so much of gusto, they're doing it with so much of joy. But somehow people meditating become more and more serious, unfortunately. We have to change that language, that meditative minds can be happier, can be jovial, without tensions, without frustrations. But I see more and people who are meditating, so called meditating, are full of stress. Because if they were really meditating, how could they have stress at all? It only shows they are not meditating. They may be closing their eyes, trying to focus so hard to go within, trying to establish or bring about that samadhi like state, just like that. More you try, more it will evade us. Simple thing is submit everything whatsoever we have and become lighter. Just a mental transfer. It's an attitude. The great Rumi, he said, when have I lost anything? When I was a mineral and became a plant, when I died as a plant and became animal, when I died as an animal, I became human. Where did I lose? This is his philosophy of saying that by dying, no one really loses anything. Individual death is required for the next dimension to happen. Babuji puts it very simply, human becoming humane, becoming divine. Most of us are at a very human level. With all the things that animal does, we also do. We have to become humane with all those positive qualities sages and saints talk about. Become divine, we'll have to destroy our own creation to bring in the divine dimension in our life. And when that happens, at that juncture, multiple things happens. One, you really become true devotee, true disciple of the Master. You can face Master with joy, without any inhibition at that moment. Second thing that happens, or begin to stir up, we create stirs in the divine kingdom at the moment of individual pralaya. We begin to resurface in the brighter world. We start having inkling of ourselves in the brighter world. And this is what Sahasmarg knows it as the birth, spiritual birth of the disciple in the brighter world, being born as a spiritual entity. Many have asked me, how does this happen? Babuji says, when you are in the mental womb of the great Master, just for 7 months, you will be reborn in the brighter world while you are still alive on this planet. And that requires only one thing, individual pralaya. Not out of defeat, not out of frustration, but joyfully securing Saranagati. It's not something that you are doing out of no choice, but out of your free volition. Joyfully dancing, you are moving for this self-dissolution and emerging as a divine personality. So we don't really lose anything in the process. Whatsoever we have to gain is this divine kingdom. But to do this also to get something will be, it will fail us. It's a catch-22 situation. So best is to unload yourself at the feet of the master and move on. But you must have joyful practice. Time and again in last few years I've been requesting, please attend your group satsangs at meditation halls, at your centers. Take individual sittings as many as possible. Try to dissuade yourself from these remote sittings. They are good, they have its role, but they can never be substituted for the direct physical presence. I hope you'll take it to your heart and practice with a lot of joy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.